All right. What is up? Matty Matt. What is up, dude? Joe. Oh, man. This is exciting stuff. I had to go live, man. We got GME going pretty hard after hours, and there's a lot to talk about, dude, because freaking cycle, man. Most of the time, we won't have moves like these on earnings. Like, I think that's like a known thing. So calling earnings just by itself a potential POI here, sometimes it's just a way to distract retail. Really, I mean, retail here is not looking for any bullish pressure most of the time on earnings with AMC or GameStop because constantly we've been beat, right? But this is a very important pattern that we were tracking here using the pattern scanner. And a lot of what I talked about yesterday, guys, was calling for this move, including some of the things I went over with AMC and the overall market. So this is crazy, dude. Like, this is probably going to be the kickstart here as well to AMC. Moving forward here in the next couple of days and weeks, because, dude, yeah, GME is doing it, man. GME is doing it. It's not stopping. It's not showing any signs of rejection here after hours. I mean, this is looking good, bro. Yo, Tramadol, C-Fats, Ethan, Plastic Starfish, Matt Adams, Will, Trey, Jason, Carlo, what's up? Alabama in the house. War Eagle, dude. I'm sorry, I'm a War Eagle. I'm a. That's my college, man. Auburn. Yeah, up 53% and going, man, not stopping. We're going to talk about AMC as well, but the important thing to look at right now is the fact that this is happening right now is insane because yesterday on stream, we went over this. So one of the indicators I use right here is it's called all-in-one. And what this does, it's pretty cool. Freaking RSI right now. So it takes the entire market and it gives us the percent change over a set list of stocks. I have 40 in here. All 40 are stocks with high volatility, are stocks that are pretty much known in the entire market. And then it gives you a nice average of everything. And one of the things that we looked at yesterday was the pattern developing prior to the move that we have going on right now. And I'm going to show you guys what I used for this. 62 days. There we go. Okay, and then this is what I believe is happening right now with the entire market, specifically with meme stocks, but some of the stocks already went, guys. So we have crypto stocks already went. We have AI stocks already went, and you're seeing all of these guys down here. Okay, here's the list. Mara, you can see it's up 24% from the 62 day parameter that I inputted in, and it's going to put everything here for you. It's going to give you the ones that haven't really gone. They're trading at lower levels compared to the others, the other stocks. And now we're seeing GME climb back up. But one of the things I talked about was this pattern down here because, again, the markets here are going to react the same way as they're cycling these stocks over and over and over again. So this right here, this double bottom setup, was one of the things I was looking at, was one of the indicators that I had tracking for GME and AMC to go next. You can see it right here. It says double bottom setup on GME. And that was the little predictor here. And then we used AI. AI was one of the stocks that we were tracking as well to also predict this move. And all of the patterns, man, all of the patterns that we pulled up were all calling for upside as well. I mean, this is just, it's insane. Look at this one. Man, a freaking ride. A ride, dude. Okay, so let's pull up AMC and go over this because I had a lot to say today, man. Ooh, these contracts now on our way to that $6 level I talked about. We're just shy of that $5 range as well. And we're about to cross on the spots indicator. Another one I'm using is called, it's a liquidity indicator. And it'll spot the bottoms and the tops here. So using this and spots at the same time is really important here when tracking potential reversals here in the market. So you can see it came very close to support. It's bouncing now. We're at a double bottom as well. If GME keeps pushing up, which it can, because, I mean, dude, GME has been suppressed. Okay, now they're actually very close here on the daily chart. This is 62 days on the daily chart, and you can see that they're coming into the same world. I think GME was down a little bit more. Why you're seeing GME rise now and completely finish this move, but then it's tomorrow because this is a daily chart. Tomorrow. This is going to change. It's going to go up to like 40%. AMC is going to stay at -9 unless it keeps climbing back up. Or actually, no, it's going to go up as well. And when the worlds come back together, which they do, at some point they do, you guys know that November time here was a period in which the entire market was tracking very closely together, and you can clearly see it on this indicator that I have below because there's no volatility. Everything is tracking very closely together. The percent changes are pretty much the same. Now we're starting to see that volatility kick in the market. So this is a great way to spot what the markets are going to be doing next, where you are in the cycle, and it's one of the things that I used here for this. Yeah, man, for this fucking rally that we got going on here. GME, like, goddamn. Look at that, Amy after hours. Killing it. Jeez, GME, dude. GME. 26. Also, watch this, dude. Look. I have some of the POIs that I track. I post them on the website. These are on the Discord, by the way. They're purposefully they're private, but here is GME right now, and then this is what we got. Literally, bro, before it went up, it literally just hit that level I was talking about, resistance right here at 2650, and it's trading sideways. So this is crazy, man. Like the parallel channel I was tracking on GME, like, bro, it fucking hit it to a T. I wonder if it's gonna cross. It can. It definitely can. But let's see. Here it is. Here's my little drawing that I had prior to it. These are fake outs down here, but they're the double bottoms I talked about yesterday, and they all go up after, after they hit that point. So resistance on the parallel channel, if it crosses above this, very easily can we see, there is a good range here. It'd be the volatility range on GME would be right here. You can see all of these have some kind of rejection starting from December of 2021. You can draw this all the way back. Parallel channels are very important to track when you're looking at levels. You can use fibs as well, but I like parallel channels way better. We have rejection here, volatility. All of these have rejection. Come back very quickly. So GME can push all the way up to 33. That's the next level to track. But right now, it is looking like there's a little bit of resistance where we have this descending level of on the parallel channel. So we'll see if it holds here. And if it does going into tomorrow, which I think this is going to hold, I think it's going to keep going up. Once volatility kicks in, guys, it normally lasts about a week, especially with this much volume and this much percentage change here on GME, man. Over 50% already. Okay, what I'm going to do is we're going to do some cycle analysis as well on GME. And I'm going to try and, because this is so new and so fresh that even, like, obviously we don't have the same move on AMC. I'm trying to figure out, like, what is this going to do for AMC? Because in the short term, there has been a small separation between GME and AMC as far as how they're tracking. So we're going to go on this, and I'm going to take away most of these, and we're just going to have GME and AMC on the picture. And then we're going to track that with the overall average here between the two. So we'll do AMC, GameStop. Perfect. We did this yesterday with Ethereum Classic. Okay, and for this, we are going to go on the micro chart. No, that's too micro. Okay. All right, look at this. Here's the separation I'm talking about. So from about August of 2021, GME and AMC were tracking to a T, okay, for about almost a year, actually about a year exactly. So that's pretty relevant, okay? You can see the percent change here is the same, okay? The levels are the same, everything's the same. Here, you have the same structure, but the levels are not quite the same. We have a little bit more on AMC on the peaks, and then here it completely separate. Now we have GME riding this, okay, and breaking out of this resistance level, while AMC is trading below that range. So this is really relevant and really important to track, because clearly things are not looking the same way they have in the past. And this is where I go back to do cycle analysis. I go back in time and I track the previous cycle. I'm going to do log for this because GME is freaking, you need to use log for GME, unfortunately. Okay, so okay, this is the little pattern we have on GME. Yeah, it looks very similar to, let me put Ethereum Classic on here, because GME looks more like Ethereum Classic. Wait, dude. Bro, that kind of makes sense, because the charts look the same. GME and Ethereum Classic look a lot more similar than, look, see, it has that double bottom, and you see how Ethereum Classic goes up. Here's the transfer, guys. Remember, Ethereum Classic is going to track and be used as liquidity along with a bunch of other cryptos against meme stocks, specifically meme stocks. Not just AMC, even though there's a higher correlation in the past that we've seen it do that to AMC. But this is used with the entire meme sector. Okay, so let's add that here. Because, and what do we make it? Blue? Should we make GME blue? Yeah. Where'd it go? There we go. Look at that. GME. Bro. Okay, so this is going to be a little confusing, so maybe we shouldn't do that. Let's do GME, yeah. Okay. So here on the 2-hour period, you can see Ethereum Classic is up 26%. AMC is down negative 22%. And I think I'm starting to understand this a little bit more. Okay, so in a short period of time, we know that liquidity, at least between the three here, how liquidity is transferred over. Here, it actually seems like they're using AMC as liquidity, because AMC starts coming down, and then you see Ethereum Classic go 26%, while AMC is down 22%. And then now you're starting to see GameStop go. right? So GameStop starts climbing back up. Now, over the long term, the way the liquidity is spread is going to look different. That's why we have many spikes here on AMC. Like it's like the percentages are distributed while while Ethereum Classic and GameStop are just kind of riding down, not doing much. This right here is the reason why we have this push going on right now with GME. So I'm going to take that pattern again. Now that we know what's going on here with GME. Dude, this is fucking crazy. I know the chart looks freaking hectic right now and crazy. You guys gotta bear with me here because let's try and crack this. Trading view, you gotta get on getting bar patterns for indicators. That is crucial here. Now I'm over here having to literally draw each freaking pattern. Okay. This is blue. This is going to make sense in a little bit. I did this yesterday. Just a way I'm able to confirm if things have played out, or at least the sequence here has played out in the past. It doesn't matter if Ethereum did it or if GameStop did it, but because these are used as liquidity pairs in how things are transferred, it's very important that we track the setups here. So yesterday we found a match in, I believe it was right here. But the difference between this one is that they are tracking the same, so we can't use this. They gotta be a little different. Where did I get the previous one? Was oh yeah, and I know, okay, there are some of you coming in here and you're like, what the fuck is this guy doing? All right, this right here is a different approach, okay? This is not your typical TA. I mean, we're doing cycle analysis here. It's not, it's very, very specific to what we know about the AMC cycle. If you don't know about the cycle, I highly recommend you go watch the first video I posted on AMC. It'll give you a little bit more information, or else you're gonna be like, what the hell are you doing, bro? But you know, this is what I use, man. This is what works for me, and it's what works for other people in the community here. So get informed, bro. Okay, so it seems like right now a lot, at least AMC, is tracking this right here. Okay, we can clearly see that. the way the percent change, and right here there seems to be like a clock over. So AMC particularly is definitely tracking a little bit differently than the other two. And in this case, we talked about the liquidity being used against crypto and stocks. Here, it definitely benefited GME. Ethereum Classic goes up 28%. It starts to come down a little bit. Now it's setting up to potentially climb back up with the entire crypto market one last time. And then now we have GME climbing here. So the thing about this, man, that makes this pretty interesting and kind of, has you thinking about AMC and just the way they're doing things. Okay? So because the two are not tracking the exact same way, GME, is up quite a bit right now. It's up a little bit over 50%. Like, geez. Okay? Because AMC is not doing the same thing. Okay, when GME starts coming down in the coming days, I'm not saying it's going to come down tomorrow. I don't think so. I think we're going to keep climbing back up, potentially up to that $33 range. I think once it cools down a little bit, AMC goes up a little bit as well. That liquidity will be used against AMC as well, as it's being spread around. Because GME or AMC has not gone up the same way. Okay. There's been little spikes here in between, but still it won't suffice here, man. Let's do how much time? Here to okay, I can only do 2,000, so we're gonna have to go on the 2-hour chart. 1,200 should work. Okay, this is just telling me go back 1,200 bars and tell me how they have gone up ever since that period in time. This is an important zone here because this is where AMC also goes up and then starts climbing back down, and same with Ethereum Classic. So it's a good starting point here. You can see that from this point, AMC is down negative 70%. Okay, GME is down negative 56. Ethereum Classic is down negative 50%. So there's 20% that we have not seen from the two. And why it's relevant that GME right now and Ethereum Classic are tracking extremely similar. Because like I said, dude, like we just saw Ethereum Classic run, and now GME is doing the same thing right after. Okay. And the thing is, this updates depending on the time frame that you're using, it'll update on those. So right now it's going to update at 17 here. So on the next closing candle, that is when we would see the percent change. The percent change. Yeah, GME would have a massive spike here because now it's up 50%, and it would be the winner here on the selected time frame. So very important here because now this is telling us that it's ahead in the cycle on the race. Okay. You can also go back. Okay, and GME, like GME is the winner. If you go way back to January, it's like it's got like I don't even know how much percent over these other guys, but let's do November because that's relevant here. November, hey, 1,400. It's not gonna change much. Wow, look at that. See, GME or AMC is still at the bottom. Okay. I'm trying to see the last time this happened. Dude, whoa, look at this. This is really cool, actually. So look at the percent change, like the way it's setting these up and the way they go, the order in the way that they go back here. You have GME, Ethereum Classic, then AMC. Okay. So because we don't have a like a crazy move yet, and nothing is really set in stone, like Ethereum Classic has not gone over GME yet because it went up 25 or like 22% over the weekend, but GME is up double that and more. AMC is down. So I'm telling you, man, like this is looking pretty interesting here for the memes. I think we're gonna see look at that, Bed Bath and Beyond down 94%. I have a crazy setup on Bed Bath and Beyond, but not for a little while. I think Bed Bath and Beyond is gone. It's been doing its ups and downs, but it's setting up to potentially have a nice run later on a POI I'm tracking, I think, in August. Bro, so this was the other pattern we were tracking on AMC, and you can see on the M-shaped pattern, this was calling for upside right here. So a little hump, and then has the POI for April. Oh my god, bro. Guys, if you're on the channel frequently, first of all, thank you. Thank you for being a part of this awesome community. And if you're not, I suggest you get involved with or at least try it out. Obviously, this is never financial advice, but it's just another perspective in the markets on how we look at price movement and how things work in the markets, how these agendas are placed, and we're trying to crack the code. I think that's the goal here. But look, these patterns, man. The crazy part about these patterns is once you do everything else, so we have the AMC cycle, the lovely AMC cycle. Okay, once you do everything else, all the analysis you got to do, and you pull up the cycle to line everything else up. This is the part that is freaky, because you can take, and somebody was saying earlier, bro, really, you're just tracking patterns, you can make them fit or whatever. That's the point, is you want to make them fit because they spot what we call POIs, and you're like, bro, POIs, what do you mean POIs? Points of interest, where the stock can potentially go up or down. Yes, it's really that simple. Because stocks won't go up and down forever. They're going to go up and down on very specific ranges in the market. So the fact that I took this pattern on AMC, made it smaller, okay, and then we have it following the shape of the pattern that we're tracking right now. It's an M shape, okay? And now we have that upward pressure here on AMC. That's a POI. It's a micro POI. But not only that, what is happening here on the cycle? These are what we call the macro points of interest, which is a 12-day window, 10 to 12-day window, where major volatility happens on AMC. Okay, laid it out for you here. Not once has AMC rose with heavy volume outside of these zones, and these are 62 days apart. Over and over and over and over and over again. Okay, there's no shifting. These are exactly 62 days apart. So anywhere outside doesn't have to run. There doesn't have to be volatility in the market. So you're going to have dry periods in the market when this happens. But there has not been one time here that it has ran outside of this 12-day window. And the fact that GME is going up right now, the fact that this vote here hasn't been cleared by the court yet, and why it was delayed, I said this before, because it does not line up with the cycle. Okay, the green portion of the cycle is where the macro POI lies. So if they approve it sometime by the end of the month, then and the price starts to rise, say, right? Because we saw this with Metamaterials, we saw this with support.com. These guys had a reverse split, and then prior to the reverse split, there was a massive rally on the stock. So yeah, dude, everything here is lining up, man. Everything is lining up. We got indicators lining up, we got the patterns lining up. Crypto is looking great. The stock market, bro. This is another one, bro. Look at this. This lovely pattern that we've been tracking for 3 months now. Hey, when is the peak? April 21st is when they're calling for the peak. Go back to AMC cycle. Where is the peak? April 21st. The peak is normally where we see selling pressure. Right around there. Peak, down. Peak, a little bit early, but it's a window, down. Okay, inverse POIs, just the same thing except it's backwards. All of these here are inverse. And then at the peak, it turns around. Peak, turns around. Peak, down. Peak, down. It's not that, it's really, really that simple, guys, with the cycle. And we are coming up to this point of interest. So because everything else is calling for downside around April 20th, 21st, around there, that is where we can expect some downside. Now, I don't do this with 1, 2 stocks. I do this with many, many, many stocks. I want to make sure that everything else is pointing towards that. That's this thesis that we have is in the overall markets. The more information you get, the better. Here's Bitcoin for reference. This is the POI I'm tracking right now for Bitcoin. Okay, when is it calling for upside or downside? April 15th. Starts coming down. Normally we see some downside on crypto prior to the market coming down. Because again, crypto is 24/7, also being used as massive liquidity for the overall markets. And we have, right around that time, some downward pressure here on Bitcoin. Now, obviously, if everything turned and flipped and we didn't go up or we didn't come down on that and say everything keeps going up, well, then great. I mean, that's an inverse point of interest on that point, and we would start climbing back up. But I think the likelihood of that is a little bit lower. That's why we're starting to see a bunch of stocks go up right now and cryptos go up and rally. And I think we still have a good month to go, about a month to go before everything starts to cool down. All right, AMC is up. Oh man, hell yeah, AMC is up 10% now. Look at that. AMC is up 10% on this freaking POI right here. POI. Telling you, man, $6 range in the short term. I think AMC is probably going to open up, somewhere around the maybe $5.50. If it keeps pushing back up here right now, we're about to hit $5. Actually, right now we're about to hit $5 on AMC. So awesome stuff. $6 probably by tomorrow. I think we're going to get an extra push depending on how things are looking pre-market. Say this thing goes to $6 by pre-market, then maybe that wouldn't be the case because $6 is resistance. So personally, I think we're going to probably reach that $6 range by tomorrow, maybe Thursday. But it all depends on how it opens. Say it opens back down at 450 or something and we get rejected, then I think that we would start climbing up intraday. $6 on AMC. That's what I'm tracking right now. You can see that here with these levels on this pattern. Okay, right here. That's a level of resistance. And a potential breather here for AMC if it gets rejected. Otherwise, I mean, if this starts crossing above, this thing can start pushing back up to higher ranges. We have a broadening wedge. We have two broadening wedges. One's descending, one's ascending. This one's ascending, and then this one right here is descending. So, yeah, multiple patterns, man. Yeah, let's go over GME and talk about the potential setups here in the short term. So I already went over the what I thought here in the short term. And the reason why I had this, you can see it here on this projection here on GME. I'm going to pull it up again for you guys. They're coming in here late. But I posted this before earnings because we're tracking a point of interest here on GME, right? So we have obviously this massive push to the upside, and we are at resistance right now. That 2650 right around there is considered resistance. So as long as we hold that range, as long as we hold this, because there's resistance right now, like it's trying to fight to continue this on its way up. This can push up to this parallel channel that we have up here. It's a volatility channel. And you can see this because every time it comes in here, it either gets rejected or it consolidates for a couple of weeks. And most of them have that. So this can even clock over to like 36 or something. But it's going to be very important that you watch for the pre-market levels because, if these guys, if somebody is shorting GME and takes the opportunity to short it, starts coming back down well below where it's trading at right now, say it comes down to like 23 or something, then I think in that case we would see a continuation and a rise back up. Anywhere below that in 22, 23, and this would be considered a pump and dump. But I don't think that's likely because, I mean, dude, this is a massive push we have, over 50% already on GME. All right, AMC is about to hit $5, up 11% right now. Right there, we're about to cross not only on the 4-hour, but the 3-hour. Now we have a blue spot. Talked about this earlier as well. Blue spot on AMC indicates upside, and it has every single time on the last 4. Upside, 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 upside. Right there, baby. So a little bit more upside now on AMC. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna take a little break. Gotta walk the knolls here. I appreciate you guys coming in. I hope that this was an informative video. I'm really hoping that the memes here hold and continue to track as from what we've been doing. Make sure you guys subscribe, all right, because I will be going live a lot more here in the coming days. Okay, now that things are settled here, they're giving us a little bit more information on what we can expect in the cycle. So hit that, hit that subscribe button. And let's do this, man. Let's do this. Peace out, guys.